Very impressive, 19-5 in the league. Sydney Berzon, the sophomore for LSU, coming off of maybe her best outing of the season. She's had a bunch of them. A 3-hit shutout against Arkansas on Sunday that gave LSU one win in the series after having lost the first couple. Berzon, 184 ERA, 16-7 record. 33rd appearance, her 18th start, 156 innings, just 137 hits and 149 strikeouts, and a 229 average against. The lefty hitting leadoff batter is Mary Claire Wilson. She takes it low ball one, and we are underway from Tiger Park. 79 degrees, humid, and the breeze blowing in from center. Swing and a miss on a changeup. And it is 1-1. The LSU defense, the one that we typically see now, Manning getting her 7th straight start at third. Pleasance at short, Petty at second, Gutierrez at first with Bergeron catching. Lefty takes it low, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Newland left, Briggs center, Rudity is in right. Tanya Cash is the home plate umpire, Destiny Robinson at first, and Lyndon Baptiste the umpire at third. Here's the 2-1, swing and a miss. Another off-speed pitch, and the count's 2-2. Wilson, a 276 hitter, has 9 steals. Team average for Liberty is 257. They've hit 44 homers, so they've got a little bit of power. Swing and a miss on a pitch down and in. Bergeron will throw to first just to be safe. And Berzon has a strikeout for the first out of the ball game. In fact, they have out-homered LSU. LSU's got 37. And here is Rachel Roop, who has a bunch of those homers. She leads their team with 15, a 372 hitter. Right-handed batter takes it down and in, ball one. Roop, not only 15 homers, but 17 doubles, 37 runs batted in, and 814, a Ruthian-like 814 slugging average. And Berzon bounces one in front of the plate, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. Numbers 20 and 14 are stenciled behind home plate along with the initials LG. Tigers with 7 seniors are going to spread out the honoring of them over the weekend. Number 20, Hannah Carson. Number 14, Carly Petty were the honorees before today's game. Off-speed strike. Berzon going with the changeup early, and it's a 2-1 count. LG stands for Lucas Gardner, who's one of the team managers and an integral part what goes on down in the dugout. Here's the 2-1. Ripped foul down the left field line. Dot Richardson coaches at third. And she watched that one sail over her head. And the count's 2-2. These teams have met 3 times, twice in Tuscaloosa, of all places, back in 2021. In a preseason tournament there. The 2-2 is a chopper up the middle. It's going to trickle into center field for a base hit. Pleasance ranged over behind the bag, but couldn't quite get there. And Roop is on with a 1-out single. And here's Bren McManus, the DP, hitting 266. Pitch was in, but Roop, as strong as she is, was able to muscle it back through the circle into center field. Roop, another right-handed batter. And ball one is inside. McManus, right-handed batter. She's the DP. 266 average, only her 15th start of the season. 17 hits, couple homers. The 0-1. Actually, that first pitch was called a strike. Second one is as well, and it's 0-2, I think. Well, runner at first. The pitch is a high pop-up, so it's not going to matter what the count is. Coming in from third, right near home plate, Madison Manning makes the catch, and there's 2 down. That one was literally hit straight up in the air, about 5 feet up the left field, third base line. Here is Sierra Kirsten, the catcher. 238 hitter, 3 homers, and 28 runs batted in. And she will be a lefty. Then they start rotating left, right, left, right, left, right at the bottom of their order. It is an 0-1 count to Roop, who apparently stepped in too late. So it's 0-1, and she will take strike 2 over the outer edge. Home plate umpire Tanya Cash pointed to the batter, marked a strike. Now the count is 0-2. Runner at first, none out, top of the first inning. The lefty swings through an off-speed that dipped out of sight, and that'll end the inning. So a hit, couple of strikeouts. Liberty nothing. The Tigers will bat when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tigers coming to the plate.
Two and three in the order today. And a tapper to third on one bounce. Throw to first is in time. Crane, the third baseman, throws to Fortner, the first baseman, and there's one down. Barrett, the shortstop. Roberts at second. Kirsten catching. Madry in left. Wilson center. Roop in right. And here is Rudity. 331, 5 homers, 18 runs batted in. And the first pitch is inside, ball one. From Elena Escobar, 10-3, 232 ERA. Just her 9th start, 90 and 2/3 innings. Not a lot of walks, just 25, and she has 92 strikeouts. So a little over 1 an inning. Opponents hit 233 against her. The 1-0 hits Rudity. Got her in the upper part of the body, the 5th time that Rudity has been hit by a pitch. And Allie Newland will bat. As we got a look at the as she turned away from it, hit her up behind the shoulder. Now, we've talked about it a little bit. LSU's got in their starting lineup 4. Now, again, Madison Manning's only played 6 games, but you have 8 players who have started much or all of the season. Newland takes strike 1. 4 of them have not been hit by a pitch. Briggs in 49 games, Newland 49 games, Gutierrez 49 games, and Macy Bergeron 42 games. None have been hit by a pitch this year. Here's the 0-1, loops up high, and it's 1-1. The throw got away from Escobar. Escobar's got a very, very quick motion, very kind of herky-jerky instead of fluid, as the ball seems to leave her hand pretty quickly. Very quick motion. Newland swings and misses at a pitch away, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. No score, bottom of the first inning. And Gutierrez indeed is on deck. Here's the 1-2. It's high, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Newland, like a few of the Tigers, have been struggling kind of down the stretch. Newland, though, drew 3 walks in the Arkansas game Sunday. She's got a 2-2 count here. And that one's up and in, ball 3. Yeah, Newland batted leadoff for a while and drew a ton of walks in that spot. No full count. Rudity, the runner at first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Pitch up and away, and Newland is out on strikes. For only the 8th time this year, Newland has struck out. Getting a look at that on the replay. That was up out of the zone. Don't see Newland chase up there very often, but she did that time. Gutierrez fouls it away to left. Now, during that Arkansas series last weekend, the wind was blowing in very hard the entire series. It's blowing in, as is the norm this time of the year. Not quite as hard, although it is gusting a little bit right now, probably 10 to 12. Here's the 0-1 to Gutierrez. Missed away. 322 average. Gutierrez, 6 homers, 34 runs batted in. One bounces, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Rudity had thoughts of moving up, but good job by the catcher, Kirsten, to knock that one down. Escobar, 2.32 ERA, the best on their squad. The 2-1 is popped into left. The wind pushing it away in foul territory, and Madry, who knows this ballpark, dove for it, couldn't quite get it down in front of the bullpen. Now, KK Madry has spent a couple years here, was mainly a very fast pinch runner and a valuable one. but moved on to Liberty. Has had a good year for them. Batting .6, has a couple homers, 16 steals, and has made some spectacular plays in left field. 2-2, Gutierrez jammed and fouled that one away. We'll hang on at 2-2. 2 down, runner at first. Escobar last pitched a couple of times at UTEP over the weekend. 2-2, swing and a miss. Gutierrez went for one up and away. And that baseman will hit, right-handed bat. She swings and misses at a hard drop pitch. That's 0-1. Tennessee beat Kentucky last night to go a game and a half up. A couple of series started last night. Auburn also beat Alabama last night 4-3. The 0-1, Fortner takes another hard one right through there, and it's strike two. Fortner hitting .245, 10 homers, 28 runs batted in, 8 doubles. The 0-2 reaches for it, fouled it. Florida and Texas A&M play tonight. Tennessee, in fact, we'll tell you what's underway. Already one score is in. Ole Miss very much surprising Arkansas 6-0 at Arkansas. Pitches away and it's 1-2. Top of the 6th inning, Auburn and Alabama are scoreless. Top of the 6th inning, Missouri leads South Carolina 1-0. The 1-2 pulled foul way out of play. Bottom of the 4th, Kentucky leads Tennessee 3-2. And Florida and Texas A&M are scoreless. Ole Miss and Arkansas will play again tonight. They're playing 2. Fly ball down the right field line. Rudity's going to chase it down just as she crosses into foul territory as Fortner from the right side tried to go opposite field. Rudity caught up to it, and there's one down. And Georgia and Mississippi State will play later. LSU, in my opinion, would like to avoid the 8 seed in the SEC tournament because that puts you in the same bracket with Tennessee and their dominant pitching that we've seen. Here is KK Madry. Strike one called outside corner, the lefty. Mentioned a while ago, 280 average. And has started all but one of their games. 3 doubles, a triple, 2 homers. And 16 steals. Off the end of the bat, foul. She has struck out 26 times. That's the most of their starters. Now, LSU can either go, by all practical accounts, can go 6, 7, or 8 as the seed. The 8, few things have to happen. So LSU is in a pretty good spot to either be 6 or 7. The 0-2, big swing and a foul. Count will stay 0-2. As Georgia is right ahead of LSU at 11-10. Mississippi State right behind LSU at 10-11. And they play each other. Swing and a chop foul. Madry fouled that one off of her leg. If State were to win 2 out of 3 this weekend, LSU, Georgia, and Mississippi State would all be tied at 12-12. Then Missouri, who's 10-11, is playing as well. So a lot can happen. Another foul at the plate. Now Madry knows Berzon throws the low stuff, and she's doing it here. And Madry has managed to foul off some of them. Oh, 2. Ground ball hit hard to short, booted by Pleasance. Madry will reach. Ball was a skimmer right on the dirt, and don't know if it took a funny hop on Pleasance, but she could not play it. Watching replay, just missed it. 4th straight game, Pleasance with an error after 19 straight with no errors. And you got to watch for Madry. There's a chopper in the hole. Pleasance has it. Will fire to first in time. Madry will go to second. There's 2 down. No, Madry finds her way to second, but that was after Barrett grounded out. And here is Brooke Roberts, the second baseman. Now the bottom 2 in the Liberty order below 200. Roberts at 194. 3 homers, 14 runs batted in. She hits left-handed. And a strike call, late call inside corner at the knees, and it's 0-1. Two down, runner at second. Here's the pitch, very high. Bergeron had to go way up to get that one. And it's 1-1. And the 1-1 to the plate. Went down and got one, chopped it to short. Pleasance to first in time. That ball was right at her ankles, if not lower. And the lefty Roberts went down and hit a little. And then it'll be Pleasance to lead off. Pleasance average down to 261 from the left side. And the pitch from Escobar is inside, ball one. Pleasance just had a rough go in league play, hit just 139, 10 for 72. Here's the 1-0. It's up and in, ball two. Now, Escobar, last couple of weekends at New Mexico, or against New Mexico State, 6 innings, 5 runs, 7 innings, 3 runs. At UTEP last weekend, 4 2/3 innings, 2 unearned runs, and then 3 1/3, 2 runs. So she's given up runs, multiple runs in her last 4 outings. 2-1 to Pleasance. Escobar, 5'7", from played at North Alabama before making her way to Liberty. Pitch up and away, ball 3. Now, Pleasance also was drawing a ton of walks early in the season. Still has 24, but has not had one in a while. Here's the 3-1. She's got one here, ball 4, low and away. So Pleasance takes her free pass, and that'll bring up Carly Petty. Now Pleasance on, and Escobar, again, just 25 walks in 90 innings. That's a pretty good ratio coming in. That was Pleasant's first walk in her last 13 games. And I think, you know, when a batter's pressing a little bit, they're probably swinging at more things than they normally would. So maybe part of the approach for Pleasance. They're waiting for her pitch. Didn't get it, took the free pass. And now Petty will step in. Petty also struggled in league play, hitting just 161. Steps in here, 299, 3 homers, 26 RBI. Shows bunt, outside corner strike, and it's 0-1. Petty, one of the 2 seniors honored before the game. Hannah Carson, the other. 3 more tomorrow, 2 more on Sunday. Total of 7. The 0-1 off the catcher's glove. Pleasance is going to chug down to second. Well, that off speed that Escobar throws has not been a good one for her tonight. It's kind of, none of them have looked competitive coming up to the plate. And that one will be a passed ball on the catcher, Kirsten. So Pleasance at second. But it has kind of been a pitch that she's had a hard time with. The 0-1, or the 1-1, Petty fouls it, and it's 1-2. Wind has picked up a little bit, blowing straight in from center. Petty with the open stance. Runner at second, needs to move the runner here. It's up and away, 2-2. No score, bottom of the second inning. LSU looking for their first hit. Pleasance, though, at second. And the pitch to Petty, off-speed pitch. That was a good one. She popped it up into shallow left center field. On the run, Wilson will make the catch, and there's one down. And that'll bring up Macy Bergeron. Bergeron, a 274 hitter. Above that in league play, she was 303 against the SEC. Righty bat. Pitches up high, ball 1. Kelly Lynch on deck. Here's the 1-0. Looks good. It is a strike at the knees, and it's 1-1. Bergeron with 2 homers. She's driven in 15. Had a chance to get one in here. Pleasant's not one of LSU's faster runners down at second. Here's the 1-1. And that changeup didn't look good coming out of the hands. It's up high, 2-1. And the 2-1. It's up high again, ball 3. Kelly Lynch and then Madison Manning due up. Tigers have had a couple runners. Rudity was hit by a pitch in the first. Pleasance has walked in this inning. Bergeron the 3-1, and here it comes. And it curves away, ball 4. So 2 walks in the inning, and here is Kelly Lynch. Lynch overall 211 hitter in SEC play. 204. Had 7 runs batted in SEC play. So she hits right-handed, as does Manning. So LSU 3 righties at the bottom. And then 6 lefties at the top. Strike 1 at the knees, and it's 0-1. And the 0-1 to the plate. That's low. And LSU at times has had 8 lefties in the lineup. Manning, LSU's 4th third baseman this year, is the only righty of that group. 1-1, high. It's 2-1. So Sierra Daniel has played there, of course, and Maddox McKee, but with Manning now taking over, she's a righty. So that adds 1 right-handed bat in the lineup. The 2-1, line drive into center field on the run. It's caught, throw to the bag at second, not in time. Lynch hit that ball very hard, and Wilson on the run made the catch. And fortunately for LSU, Pleasance got back, but that ball was rifled into center. Now here is Manning, 2 for 10 on the year, a couple of strikeouts. First pitch is a little bit low, ball 1. Manning had a hit in the Tigers' inning in the 5th when they scored against Arkansas last Sunday. Hit that moved a runner over to third that Briggs later drove home. Here's the 1-0. Checked her swing, didn't matter. It's a strike at the knees. Maybe a little above the knees, and it's 1-1. A Pleasant second. Bergeron first. 2 down. No score. Change up in the dirt, and it's 2-1. And the 2-1 to the plate. Just missed low and away, and it's 3-1. And the 3-1 to the plate was jammed, swung at it, fouled it back, and it's 3-2. That would have likely been ball 4 up and in, but that ball had good inward movement. Manning did well to just foul it off. So now it's 3-2. Runners will get to go. Here is the pitch. Reached for it, fouled it back. Hancock Whitney is the official bank of LSU athletics. Learn more at HancockWhitney.com/LSU. Off in the distance at Alex Stadium, there will be baseball at 7 o'clock. LSU Texas A&M, first of 3 on the weekend. The 3-2 again is ball 4, a little bit high. So 3 walks in the inning from a pitcher who's usually pretty good about not giving up a whole lot of those. Right, I'm just kind of scanning up and down her numbers. It's the first time she's walked 3 in a game all year, and she's done it in this inning. She's walked 2 quite a few times. Her first 3-walk game. Here's Briggs. And a strike over the outside corner at the knees, 0-1. Briggs tapped out to the third baseman on the first pitch she saw. Has an RBI opportunity. Has 20 of those. Here's the 0-1. Missed the outside corner, 1-1. Well, it is good to see LSU working these walks again, because that part of the offense had kind of slowed down. The 1-1 fouled away, and it's 1-2. And that run where LSU played Tennessee and Auburn, two of the best teams with control pitchers in the league, LSU just had to be aggressive, just didn't take a lot of walks. Now hoping to kind of get back into that. 1 ball, 2 strikes, bases loaded. And the pitch just missed away. Good eye. It's 2-2. No, Pleasance at third, Bergeron at second, Manning at first. And a 2-2 count to Briggs. Here comes the pitch, and she swings and misses. She went for that same up and away pitch that got Newland and Gutierrez. Just the 1 hit allowed. The 0-1. A little blooper over first. Wynn's going to push that foul. And the count's quickly 0-2. Crane is just a 156 hitter, 15 for 96 on the year. A homer, 12 RBIs. Now the wind has picked up considerably, and we're approaching the speed that we had here most of last weekend. The 0-2 went for a rise pitch and fouled it back. Berzon does not throw many of those. Dusted one off there for Crane, and she fouled it. Here's the 0-2. Bounced to the plate, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now they're through 6 at Auburn. It's still Auburn and Alabama scoreless. 1-2. Check swing on a pitch down and in. That one also bounced, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tennessee now ahead of Kentucky 6-3. Two balls, 2 strikes. A little nubber right back to the circle. Berzon throws a little high, but Gutierrez climbed the ladder and got it. Berzon will launch one of those every now and again. I think Gutierrez has gotten to the point where she kind of expects it almost, as they all share a laugh about it now. But a good job, you know. Berzon gets the oddest spin on balls hit on some of her pitches. Top of the order, Wilson is up, who struck out her first time. Shows bunt. That was another one. The right-handed batter was out in front, hit the ball off the end of the bat. As we're looking at it here behind home plate, it was to the right of the circle and then curved back toward Berzon. Pitch is low again, ball 2. And that ball is coming at her with a lot of spin. We saw her misplay one of those in a game earlier in the year. It was a little slow roller, but it was spinning so much she had trouble grabbing it. She fielded that one. Corners in close. The 2-0, swing and a miss. Another great changeup that Berzon has started to feature a little bit. So Tennessee now on top of Kentucky 6-3. A win would put them in a spot where they clinch a share of the championship. Slow roller back to the circle again. Backhand Berzon. Good throw that time, and there's 2 down. And that'll bring up Rachel Roop. Power top of the 3rd, no score. A little bit up and away, ball 1. Newland in left plays well off the line. So if Roop were to happen to pull one, in fact, center fielder Briggs is shaded toward right center. So they shade Roop opposite field. 1-0. And she inside out ones into shallow right. Petty went back, thought Ruderty was coming to get it. Nobody got it. And Roop will get her 2nd hit of the game. That was just a flop shot out into right field. And Petty was going back. Again, the wind is fooling with the ball a good bit. I think if she had kept going, she could have gotten it. Watching the replay, yeah, if she'd kept going, but she knew Ruderty was kind of in the area. This one slashed foul by the right-handed hitting McManus, past first. And so for some reason, Petty pulled up on that, and it dropped on the grass. So a 2-out hit. And the 0-1 to McManus. Strike called right below the belt. 266 average McManus. She's in the hole 0-2. Dot Richardson did not like that call at all, as we see down in the third base box. Here's the 0-2 to the plate. Ground ball, base hit into left field. So Liberty's got 2 on now with 2 out. As that pitch was low, and McManus just went down and drove it through the infield. And Kirsten, the catcher, will bat. She struck out to end the first. Lefty bat. Just 238 on the year. Has driven in 28, so she's pretty good in these spots. Roop at second, McManus first. There's a fly ball hit well to center. The wind is going to help there. Briggs will catch it in front of the warning track, and that'll end the inning. And all of them. Now Rudy hit by a pitch with 1 out in the first. Will bat here, and she lines it foul. Count is 0-1. And the 0-1 drops for a strike at the knees, and it's 0-2. No score, bottom of the third. Here's the 0-2. Fly ball to center. Wind will devour that one. Wilson makes the catch. Looked like Rudy was jammed a little bit anyway. And Wilson got it. Now here's Newland. Newland and Gutierrez struck out back-to-back to end the first inning. And a couple of batters who don't strike out a ton. Newland struck out for just the 8th time. Gutierrez for just the 9th time all year. And inside strike that time, and it's 0-1. Escobar, a 2.32 ERA, just her 9th start. 2.33 average against. The 0-1 bounces to the plate. Another changeup that didn't quite get to the spot. It's 1-1. And the 1-1 up and away, 2-1. That's the spot where Newland, Gutierrez, and Briggs all went fishing up out of the zone. And each struck out. Here's the 2-1. Late strike call, and it's 2-2. I think Beth Farina taking a turn at not being happy with the strike call. Standing about the same position Dot Richardson was in the top of the inning. Down at third base. Here's the 2-2. Fly ball to left. The wind's going to push it foul. Madry over, and it's in the bullpen. As again, the way the wind blows, it pushes the ball foul down the left field line. Madry ran into the side fence. Fortunately, it's padded down there. Fortunately, she's okay. I think she thought she was going to catch that and then ran out of room. Now the count to Newland, still 2-2. No score, bottom of the third. The 2-2. Strike 3 called over the inside corner. Newland out on strikes for the second time. Well, had been going away, and had a pitch earlier in the at-bat that was inside near the corner. Newland was not looking for that. So Gutierrez will bat. Check swing, outside corner strike. So Escobar is using all the plate here, inside, outside. Much better control than she had in the second inning. 1-1. Chopper to the right side. That should be easy. It is for Roberts. Throw to first in time. We go to the fourth. No score on the LSU Sports Radio Network. played the tournament where ULL beat Oklahoma earlier this year. They played there and actually beat ULL 7-1. Also lost to them 1-0. Played Oklahoma twice. Megan Fortner fouls it back. She flew to right her first time. 245 hitting first baseman. They played Virginia Tech a couple of times. Lost 4-1 earlier this week. 6-5 back on April 3rd. Here's the 0-1. Went for a high pitch, pulled it foul, and it's 0-2. They beat Penn State when Penn State was ranked 25th. Had a win over Virginia when they were ranked 24th. Here's the 0-2. Reaches for it and pops it out into shallow center on the run. Briggs, and she makes the catch. Had to come way in. That time Petty ducked out of the way, knowing that the Briggs Express was coming through. And there's one out. Just a soft fly ball to center, and if it's in the park, Briggs is probably going to get to it. Madry reached on the error by Pleasance in the second. Lefty bat, chops it towards second. Good short hop, Petty, throw to first in time. That was kind of a do or die play, charging in. She reached out, picked up the short hop. Any bobble, and Madry's going to beat that out. But a solid play by Petty. There's two down. And Reagan Barrett will bat, grounded to short her first time. And takes strike one at the knees. Liberty also had 3 shutouts in league play over a pretty good Louisiana Tech team. Swing and a miss on an off-speed, moving away. And it's 0-2. They beat Tech 2-0, 3-0, and 2-0. No and 2 count, 2 down in the fourth, no score. One that bounces up there, and it's 1-2. We'll be back at the same time tomorrow, 6 o'clock Central, and then 5 o'clock Central on Sunday. 1-2. Another bouncer, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. As I mentioned earlier, Liberty's staying in town Sunday night. They will leave Monday to go to Las Cruces, New Mexico for the Conference USA tournament. 2-2. Off the end of the bat, foul. Liberty has all 3 hits in the game. LSU still with none. Berzon on pitch number 57, the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Pitch moving away, and Berzon's got another one. That is her third of the game. Albertsons, Coca-Cola, People's Health, and Hancock Whitney. And that one hits Pleasance. Up and in on the shoulder. It looked like caught her on the shoulder blade. So Pleasance will take her base. A leadoff runner on for the second time. It's been Pleasance both times. On the replay, that was actually, I did not get her in the shoulder. It was higher up the arm. And this time we will see a runner for Pleasance. It'll be Maya Townsend at first base. So Townsend, a little speed to start the inning. See if LSU can grind out a run of some sort. Opponents have stolen 39 bases against Liberty this year. That has been an issue for them. So you might see Townsend take off on her own at some point. Pitch is up and away, ball 1. Townsend has stolen 2 this year. She's been one of LSU's lead pinch runners. The 1-0, a little bit outside. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Pleasance hit for the 11th time this season. The 2-0, she bunts it in the air, foul. Runner was moving. So the bunt and run was on, and Petty fouled it. So 2-1 the count. No score, bottom of the fourth. LSU looking for their first hit of the game. Petty with a 2-1. Here it is. Change up strike at the knees, and it's 2-2. Oh, the corners will back up a little bit now, not expecting a bunt anymore. The 2-2. Up high, Townsend on the run. She is out at second base. Now, that was a good throw by Kirsten. Again, they have given up a ton of steals, but Kirsten got that one. It was a perfect throw. I don't know if Townsend didn't get a great jump. The pitch was up high. It was in a good spot for her to throw, and it was right on the money. Petty will foul it away. The count is full. LSU, we thought, might challenge Liberty's defense of the running game. They did, and Kirsten was up to the task. Now one away, a 3-2 count. And ball four is inside. So Petty will take the spot at first base, and Bergeron, who walked, will bat. Now, Escobar had only hit 7 all season. She's hit 2 tonight. She had never had a game with more than 2 walks. She's got 4 tonight. Ground ball, one hopper, third baseman bobbled it, picks it up, still has time to throw to first in time. Petty will go to second. Bergeron hit a hard one hopper to Crane, and it came up on her a little bit around chest level, it looked like. She got the glove on it, and it kind of popped up in the air, and she plucked it up. She got the backhand of the glove on it, popped it up in the air, and threw to first. Lynch, who lasered one to center into an out her first time, pops it into left. Left fielder Madry is going to catch it, and that will end the inning. Error. Here's the 0-1 line drive, caught by Gutierrez at first. 1 away. The ball was hit very hard right to Gutierrez. And here is Rachel Crane, who hit one back to the circle her first time. Right-handed bat. And a slow chopper to third. Manning's got it. Throw in time. Couple pitches and a couple outs here in the 5th. And to the top, and Mary Claire Wilson. Strikeout and a grounder back to the circle. Now that's the kind of ball we see Berzon deliver, that drop pitch that the opponents hit, those slow choppers. Lefty bat, she swings at the first one and slashes it down toward the Liberty dugout. Everybody appears to be okay. We'll have an 0-1 count to Wilson. 62 pitches for Berzon. 0-1. It's high, and it's 1-1. We're in the 5th. Just zipping along. The 1-1. A little bit low and away, 2-1. Texas A&M on the board over at the box. Now remember, the wind, if it's blowing in hard here, it's blowing out hard over there. And they've got a home run already to the Aggies and a 1-0 first inning lead. The 2-1. Rip, that one is past Gutierrez into right field. 4th hit allowed. They've all come from the top 3 in the order. And with 2 down, that'll bring up the very dangerous Roop, who has 2 of the hits. A bouncer up the middle and then a little floater out into right field. Right-handed batter, 15 homers, 17 doubles, and she pulls one foul. Kind of a half swing. It was an awkward swing, and she pulled it third base side. Manning in foul territory made the play, actually knocked it down, but Roop was fooled by that pitch. Here's the 0-1. Up high, 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, the wind has died down a little bit now. Again, the LSU outfield way over opposite field for Roop. 1-1. Whoa, hard pitch just off the edge, apparently. It's 2-1. Well, maybe a strike call was coming there, but it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Wilson, the runner at first, the 2-1. Into left. Easy play for Newland, and that'll end the inning. Root just kind of had to reach for it, was off balance, and pulled it to from the left side. Good leadoff option in an inning. Runs up on that one, takes it away, ball 1. Drew a walk in the 5th inning to lead off against Arkansas Sunday. Daniel, a .338 hitter. And that one's a strike over the outside corner. So Daniel and then Briggs and Rudity. As Escobar twirling a no-hitter here in the 5th. Tigers looking for their first. 1-1. Foul to the left side. It's 1-2. And the 1-2 to Daniel. Watches it away. Good take, and it's 2-2. And the 2-2 to the plate inside. And it's a full count, 3-2. LSU working some free passes. 4 walks hit batsman. Here's the 3-2, fouled away. And we'll stay at 3-2. Escobar 72 pitches now as we play the 5th. The 3-2, smashed, short hop, off the shortstop's glove, and Daniel will be at first base. That might be LSU's first hit of the game. The shortstop, Barrett, had to reach down. It was hard to hit. And that's a tough one to score. Going to give Daniel a base hit. Daniel leads off by getting on. Here is Briggs, 0 for 2. She bunts it foul. Now it was a liner, low liner, sinking, and Barrett kind of reached down to try to backhand it, and the short hop bounced off of her glove. Now a hit for Daniel. LSU's got their first. The 0-1, a bunt, very good one. The pitcher will pick it up, throw to first, in time. Sacrifice is good for Briggs. Daniel at second, and Rudity and Newland a chance to give LSU a lead. Thinking themselves can get a hit. And here is Rudity. Low and away, ball 1. Runner at second with 1 out, bottom of the 5th, no score. The 1-0. Line drive off the pitcher, deflects to short. Shortstop will not make a throw. Runners at the corners, and we're going to see if Escobar is okay, as Rudity tried to hit that one through her. Escobar says she's all right, but I think a trainer is obligated to go at least take a look. Watching the replay, it was fortunately actually knocked the glove off of her hand, and fortunately she got that glove up and deflected the ball, so the hard thud we heard was the ball hitting the glove and knocking it off. I thought several things. The corners think maybe a bunt. Newland a swing away and a foul, and it's 0-1. .78 pitches now. Big spot here, the 0-1, slow changeup, strike at the knees. That is her best one of those in the entire game. And Newland's got to wonder now. I mean, she's seen everything that Escobar could throw at you in this game. The 0-2, it's up high, snagged out of the air by Kirsten, and it's 1-2. One out, bottom of the fifth, no score. Runners at the corners. And the 1-2, Newland fouls it away. Hits the screen, ricochets back almost to the pitching circle. Now Newland averaged down to 314. 35 RBI on the season. Here's the 1-2. Line drive into left. It's going to be caught by Madry. Runner coming home. The throw's going to be not in time. It was a little bit up the line. Daniel scores, and LSU leads 1-0. Newland hit that ball very hard. It was low right at Madry. Daniel had to hustle to get back and tag up. If Madry's throw had been a little better, there might have been an out there. That ball was not very deep. But the throw was up the first base line, and Daniel scores, and LSU's got the lead. And Dot Richardson, I wonder if she's going to challenge the runner leaving third here. Or at least maybe seeing what her options are. As it stands, it's 1-0 LSU. Had her first 4-hit game at LSU last weekend, and a game LSU lost on Saturday. Pitches inside, ball one. Now middle of the fifth inning in Gainesville, Texas A&M 1, Florida 0. Florida with no hits. A couple days after they got 13 in a losing effort against Florida State. Fly ball to the gap in right field. Nobody's going to get it. It's going to bounce all the way to the fence. Scoring easily is Rudity. Going to second is Gutierrez, and it's 2-0 LSU. Gutierrez with her 15th double of the season. And the Tigers put up an extra run here, and it's 2-0 LSU. As Gutierrez drives in run number 35 on the year. Pleasance has walked and been hit by a pitch. And with 2 down, she watches a slow changeup for a strike, and it's 0-1. Now Gutierrez just put good barrel on that one. Wasn't the hardest swing, but a solid one that put it into right field. That one hit her again. Up and in, sounded like it got her on the elbow guard. So Pleasance on for the third time without having to swing the bat. So Petty will hit. Petty has flown to center and walked. And there's going to be a visit to the circle again. Catcher and pitcher this time. There is action down in the bullpen for Liberty. I don't think we're going to be in the midst of a change here. Well, after Ole Miss beat Arkansas 6-0, Arkansas in game 2 gets 9 in the first. And they lead Ole Miss 9-1, bottom of the second. Pitches outside, 1 ball and no strikes. And Georgia leads Mississippi State. Actually, no, they're scoreless, top of the second at Starkville. Here's the 1-0. Popped up into left center. Should be easy for Wilson. It is. She's got it in and over, but LSU gets 2 on their first 3 hits of the game, who singled. And then out of the 3-hole, then Kirsten and Fortner. Nobody below number 3 in their order has a hit against Berzon. Right-handed hitting McManus. Pitches up high, ball 1. Now Tennessee a winner over Kentucky 8-3. 1-0 is a little bit away, and it's 2-0. And the 2-0 A little bit low, apparently, and it's 3-0. Now, Tennessee now 18-5. The only team that mathematically could catch them for a tie is Texas A&M at 15-6. The 3-0 is a strike, and it's 3-1. A&M would have to beat Florida 3 times, and Tennessee would have to lose tomorrow to Kentucky. But Tennessee, for the second straight year, has at least a share of the title. 3-1. Ground ball to the right side. Petty got it. Throw to first in time. McManus went opposite way. Grounds out. And here's Kirsten, the catcher. Strike out and a fly out to center. And she'll step in from the left side. Kirsten, a .238 hitter. And the first pitch is low, ball 1. And the 1-0, swing and a miss. Took something off that one, a little bit up in the zone. Count is 1-1. Chopper off the plate. It's going to roll up the line, foul. Manning, who re-entered the game for Sierra Daniel, smartly didn't try to make a play on that. And the count's 1-2. And 1-2 to the plate. Chopper to first. That one's fair. Gutierrez will go tag the bag, and there's 2 down. That'll bring up Megan Fortner, the first baseman, who was flown to right, flown to center. So Berzon has made it pretty easily through the bottom 6 in their order. Fortner hits 5th, righty bat. Missed away, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Two 2-0 LSU, top of the 6th inning. The 1-0. Reaches for it, pulls one into shallow left. Newland dives, can't quite get it. It's going to be a base hit. Newland dove straight ahead. That ball just didn't quite have enough energy behind it, as Fortner pulled it off the end of the bat and dropped it just in front of Newland. And Madry will be the batter. She reached on the air, grounded to second. Corners play in close. And she tries to bunt, bunts through it. It's a strike, and it's 0-1. Madry, .276 average on the year. She stands in. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Tried to dig that one out of the dirt, down and in. I would have needed a sand wedge for that one. It's 0-2. That was the 5th hit for Liberty, all of them singles. The 0-2. It's in the dirt, low. Now, coming into this game, in Berzon's last 80 innings, she had only allowed an earned run in 8 of those 80 innings, and she's added 5 more, trying to make it 6 more tonight. 1-2 is away, and it's 2-2. Actually, LSU played 24 league games, went 12-12. Berzon made 19 appearances, allowed 18 unearned runs, fouled out a play to the left side. We'll stay at 2-2. And overall in SEC play, LSU allowed 23 unearned runs in 24 games. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got her away, and that'll end the inning. Strikeout number 4 for Sydney Berzon, and we go bottom of the 6th. LSU 2, Liberty nothing on the LSU Sports Radio Network. of hits in the 5th inning. Pitched around all the walks. And here is Love to face Bergeron. First pitch is up high, ball 1. Love, 3.59 ERA, 66 in the 3rd innings, 57 hits, 31 walks, 45 strikeouts. So she typically walks quite a few. The 1-0 from the right-hander a little bit up high. It's 2-0. Her last 3 outings have been decent. At UTEP, 2 innings and a run, and a game where she pitched 3 innings, gave up a run. And then before that at Longwood, 1 inning, no runs. 2-0. Good drop pitch there, and it's a strike, and it's 2-1. Bergeron has walked and grounded out. 2-0 the Tigers, bottom of the 6th. The 2-1 inside, ball 3. The Tigers got a single from Daniel as a pinch hitter. Rudity a single, and then Newland a sac fly, Gutierrez the RBI double. 3-1. At the knees, that's a strike. Bergeron a couple steps toward first, has to retreat. Well, the count's 3-2. And she pops it up foul. Now they, Barrett, the shortstop, and Crane, the third base, are trying to plug the hole between second and third. As Bergeron hits a lot of balls there, she's got a lot of room up the middle. 3-2. That one is high. It's ball 4. And I would suspect a pinch runner coming for Bergeron here. Bergeron has not been pinch run for in the game. Beth Torina looks over to Howard Dobson and Bryce Neal. And if I had to guess, maybe Madeline Giglio here. And indeed it is number 9, Giglio, who will run. So Giglio will run for Bergeron. Lynch has hit the ball well a couple of times. A hard line drive to center, and then a fly out to deep left to end the 4th. 2-0 LSU. Lynch 207 average. And Manning on deck. None out, and a big cut and a foul off the catcher, and the count's 0-1. Over at the box, it is now 2-0. Texas A&M, bottom of the 2nd inning. The 0-1. That's a wild one. It bounced. Catcher hadn't found it yet, and Giglio will go down to second base as Kirsten finally found it by the backstop. So now chance to move the runner over and try to get another one. Up 2-0. Love's 12th wild pitch of the year. That pitch is high. It's 2-1. Now we will probably see their ace, Kaylin Yoder, tomorrow. She pitched against Virginia Tech in the midweek. She typically starts most of their conference series. 2-1, strike called, outside corner, 2-2. Yoder with a 2.45 ERA, a 10-8 record, but she leads their team in innings pitched with 120, has 119 strikeouts, and only a 2.02 average against. We'll see her tomorrow, I'm sure. 2-2, line drive in right field. That'll drop for a base hit. Giglio had to hold just to be sure, so she'll only get as far as third. But Lynch gets a single. We will probably see a pinch runner for her. And Manning will be the batter. We haven't seen Savannah Bedell run yet. Jaden Leno available as well. Tigers do have plenty of options. We saw Maya Townsend run earlier. She was later caught stealing. And it looks like it's going to be Bedell, and it is number 16. So the 4th pinch runner we've seen. Bedell will run it first for Lynch, who went with that pitch, and soft liner into right field. So here's Manning, who is actually no official appearance, with a walk. Righty bat, Pitch is low. Bedell is going to go to second, and they won't even throw through, so Bedell will get a steal. And 1-0 count with runners at second and third, as Manning took that one. Bedell with her second steal. Manning swings through, swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Well, the corners are trying to defend against a potential bunt, and she shows bunt. It's a good one. Runner coming home, and the shovel goes all the way to the backstop. Bedell is going to score, and it's 4-0 LSU. And the pitch is low. So 4-0 to LSU. Manning will get an RBI, which I believe is her first LSU RBI. The freshman still pitches low, and it's 2-0. Still none out in the inning. So a lot has happened in this inning, none of it involving Tigers being put out. The 2-0. Popped by Briggs into center. Drifting back is Wilson, but she'll camp out short of the warning track and grab it, and there's one down. And Rudity, who singled off of the pitcher back in the fifth inning. So that should probably be a sacrifice for Manning. She'll get an RBI, she'll reach on the fielder's choice, and then the error by Fortner at first. And Rudity watches it low, ball one. Now, the LSU offense started slow, but a pair of twos on the board in the fifth and sixth have a 4-0 lead. 1-0. Watches that strike, and it's 1-1. And the 1-1 to the plate. Pop up down the left field line. Madry's going to drift over and catch it. That's the second out. And that'll bring up Newland, who hit a sac fly her first time, or last time. Line drive to the left fielder, Madry. So 2 down. And Manning still the runner at second. And Newland swings and fouls it. And that was the scoring. Manning sack bunt, reached on the air on the fielder's choice, drove in a run, her first as a Tiger. And the 0-1, strike at the knees, and it's 0-2. Now, Newland struck out her first 2 times, but put together a good at bat in the fifth, had first and third, 1 out. Needed to get one to the outfield and did. The 0-2. Line drive again to left, right at Madry again. That'll end the inning. But LSU gets a couple out of just one total hit. They leave one. We should be good. Barrett pulls it foul, right-handed bat. Bergeron, of course, re-entered the game for Giglio at catcher. Tigers, as a team this year, have 12 shutouts. Beginning of the season seems like forever ago, but remember LSU had the first 5 games of the year were shutout wins. The 0-1. High fly ball to left. Not going to go far enough. Newland under it, catches, 1 out. And Brooke Roberts is due up, but actually it will be she who will bat, so she'll hit from the left side. Grounder to short and a hard liner to first that Gutierrez caught. Pitch is low, ball 1. 89 pitches for Berzon. It has been an efficient outing, has not walked any. 1-0. Chopper off the plate. Short hop. Manning throw to first in time. Well done by the freshman at third, and there's 2 down. That ball looked to hit right off of home plate, and Manning charged it They made a good play. Gonna watch on the replay. Yeah, looked like it was right off the plate. Took the big bounce. And this time we will see a pinch hitter. It's 27. Haley Dieter. Left-handed bat. 2 outs in the 7th. Dieter's actually played a good bit this year. 41st game, a .272 hitter, 3 homers, 13 runs batted in. And the lefty watches ball 1 just inside. The Dieter will pinch hit in the 9 hole. Here's the 1-0 swing and a miss. Wasn't close to an off speed there from Berzon, and it's 1-1. 4-0 LSU, top of the 7th. The 1-1. Check swing. I think she did hold up. Pitch was away. It's 2-1. 6 base runners, 5 singles, and an error. They've been all spread out throughout the lineup. The 2-1 is inside, ball 3. Now 3-1, swing and a miss. Again, way almost went down to a knee trying to hit a changeup. And the crowd will rise as it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. With Berzon a pitch away from victory. 3-2. Grounder to the right side. Easy for Petty. Throw to first in time. Ball game is over. And the Tigers win game 1 of the 3-game regular season closing set against Liberty. Several things. The corners think maybe a bunt. Newland a swing away and a foul, and it's 0-1. "78 pitches now. Big spot here, the 0-1 slow changeup strike at the knees. That is her best one of those in the entire game. And Newland's got to wonder now. I mean, she's seen everything that Escobar could throw at you in this game. The 0-2, it's up high, snagged out of the air by Kirsten, and it's 1-2. One out, bottom of the fifth, no score. Runners at the corners. And the 1-2, Newland fouls it away. Hits the screen, ricochets back almost to the pitching circle. Now Newland averaged down to 314. 35 RBI on the season. Here's the 1-2. Line drive into left. It's going to be caught by Madry. Runner coming home. The throw's going to be not in time. It was a little bit up the line. Daniel scores, and LSU leads 1-0. Newland hit that ball very hard. It was low right at Madry. Daniel had to hustle to get back and tag up. If Madry's throw had been a little better, there might have been an out there. That ball was not very deep. But the throw was up the first base line, and Daniel scores, and LSU's got the lead. And Dot Richardson, I wonder if she's going to challenge the runner leaving third here. Or at least maybe seeing what her options are. As it stands, it's 1-0 LSU.